everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Bengals going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get you out to San Diego. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Diego Chargers. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And his first pass is incomplete. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Corey Legion is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt plays in the backfield.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And got his man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So out come the Chargers. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Here's Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle. but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Hyde. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
3rd down and 5.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there at 22. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good.
And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now he'll let it go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their dangerous wide receiver, 66 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And he's able to put it through. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Come on, let's go.
Direct snap. This is Hyde. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And the cutback to the sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Now let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On second down, Hyde. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Set. Green, 39. Over.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
First and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 51 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for San Diego, first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
All right, now look at Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Green, Leopard! Leopard! Hey, check 24.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over! Kill! All right, now, here we go now! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Play clock winding down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now he's going to throw it back deep. He's got a man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Play action here with Dalton. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hyde. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Here we go now.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And an alley to run. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll drop to throw. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Dalton gives to Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They send Green to the left on his own. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So an intentional grounding penalty, and the offense goes back 10 yards.
Now, last resort for the quarterback. He couldn't get outside of the tackle box, so he could legally intentionally ground the football. Had to just launch it and take the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. They'll run from the Wildcat. It's Hyde. And he's going to lose yardage. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Gotta be careful here. Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. First down, a run with Hyde. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They're going to look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Dalton. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
All right, here we go.
They run it again with Hyde. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They go screen pass to Hyde. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now back to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And Dalton to throw. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dalton trying to lay one up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now a carry for Bernard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Here's Dalton, and that is incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw now on 1st down. Right side catch. This is Gates. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They run again with Hyde on 1st. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught by Gates, left side. And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's Hyde, and he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. Hey, we got four now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finds his target. It's Gates. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And that'll make it third down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Shreds the tackle. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And a two-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So 2nd and 8 here after the penalty. Here's a carry for Oliver. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Second down, Dalton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Josh Lambo now for the Charger field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Dagger! Dagger! Set, blue, ten.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Hill, the lone setback. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll get it up the middle. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 2nd down, Hill. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 10 yards to go on 3rd.
Dagger! Dagger! Zebra! Zebra! 380! 380! Dagger! 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 Dagger!
So now Dalton. That escapes the sack. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Corey Legion in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Their season ends here. A tough way to go.